Joe Pichler was on the brink of adulthood and was ready to reclaim a promising Hollywood career when he suddenly vanished without a trace in 2006. This haunting mystery is all the more fascinating because Joe was a former child star, known for popular roles in the Beethoven movie sequels and Varsity Blues during the late 1990s. With no clear answers and only a cryptic note left behind, Joe's disappearance has puzzled investigators and left his family wanting answers. Joe was the fourth of 5 siblings and started acting when he was just 4 years old. At 6, he became well known for appearing in a commercial for a Seattle department store, which led his family to move to Los Angeles to help his acting career.
Where's Derek?
I don't know.
Now even better tasting? Oh, right, you're the new Mikey. You have to say that.
Nuh-uh, it really does taste better.
I know what life tastes like.
And now it's yummier.
Once there, Joe starred in many commercials and made his film debut in the 1996 movie The Fan, where he acted alongside famous stars like Robert De Niro and Wesley Snipes. In 1999, at the age of 12, Joe played one of his most memorable roles in Varsity Blues.
Yeah, but would all out El Darcy if they had the chance? Huh? I think you would.
Assalamu alaikum.
Okay.
The next year, he starred in Beethoven's Third and Fourth, which were family comedies about the funny adventures of a big St. Bernard dog. Joe's acting career was on the rise, and he was working with some of the biggest names in the industry. His last movie was Children on Their Birthdays, which came out in 2002. In 2003, Joe's mom, Kathy, decided that he needed a break from Hollywood. She was worried about him getting overworked and wanted him to finish high school. She said, "I just wanted him to have some normalcy in his life. He's a good boy and took it well, but he wasn't really happy about it." Joe ended up graduating from Bremerton High School, which was located in Bremerton, Washington, in 2005. And 2 months before he disappeared, he got a full-time job as a telephone technician at a company called Teletech. When he turned 18, he received a large sum of money from his trust fund and was able to move into his own apartment in Bremerton. Not only was he living on his own, but he had started experimenting with drugs and alcohol. But he always had the intention of returning to acting. At that time, Joe still had braces on his teeth and was waiting for them to be removed a couple months later, before he would make his Hollywood return. On the night of January 4th, 2006, Joe stayed at his apartment, playing cards and drinking with friends. They said he seemed happy that evening, but after they left, one of his friends received a call from Joe at 4:15 in the morning. Joe was crying a lot during the call and said he would call back in an hour, but he never did. That was the very last time anyone heard from him. The next day, Joe's family tried to find him, but couldn't. Worried, his mom asked his brother AJ to check on Joe at his apartment. AJ found the door unlocked, the lights were on, and some of his valuable Magic the Gathering collectible cards were missing, suggesting that he may have been robbed. The following day, Kathy visited the apartment and talked to Joe's friends and co-workers, but no one knew where he was. She then decided to report him missing to the police, and with that, more than 150 people joined the search.
I miss him and I love him and I want him to come home. He's my brother, he's my whole world. I love him.
Joe's silver 2005 Corolla was found on January 9th, near the Port Madison Narrows, a narrow body of water in Bremerton. All of his belongings were in the car except for his wallet and car keys. The Associated Press reported that Joe's family found a note in the car where Joe said he wanted to be a stronger brother and asked that his belongings be given to his younger sibling. The lead detective on the case thought this might have been a suicide, but there was no clear proof, and there was no sign of foul play. The police believed Joe might have jumped from a bridge into the Port Madison Narrows, but search dogs couldn't find his scent at the bridge, and no evidence was found there. Joe's family didn't agree with the suicide theory either. They argued that Joe wasn't depressed and had his own plans to restart his acting career. They thought something more sinister might have happened to him instead. Joe's mom, Kathy, was very critical of the police investigation. She said they only searched his car and apartment for 3 minutes before deciding it was a suicide. The family also claimed that vomit was found in Joe's car, but no DNA testing was ever done. They also believed Joe's apartment had been robbed since those valuable Magic the Gathering cards were missing.
I don't believe he killed himself. He's just a missing person that needs to be found.
As with many missing person cases, different theories have come up about what happened to Joe. The first is that he might have taken his own life, like the police believe. The second theory suggests that Joe ran away on purpose. This was dismissed because he didn't use any of his money in his bank account after he went missing. The third theory suggests that Joe may have been harmed by someone, possibly even his own friends. In 2011, Kathy wrote on the Surviving Parents Coalition website, a group that helps families of missing children, saying, "His case was handled so poorly by police, and most of the evidence was lost. Their mistakes were because local police didn't know the correct procedure for missing persons." She also shared how hard it is to live each day without answers about her missing son, and stressed the need for education and prevention to address the nation's missing persons crisis. Joe Pichler's disappearance remains one of Hollywood's most unsettling mysteries. Joe's family continues to search for answers to this day, and holds on to the hope that he might still be alive somewhere. Joe Pichler would be 37 years old today. Let me know in the comments if I missed anything, and please consider subscribing and sharing Recollection Road Entertainment with someone you know. If you enjoyed this video, consider watching this playlist. As always, thank you so much for watching.